Welcome in. I am Weenus, and I'm joined this evening by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Dax. Dax, hello. How are you?
Hey, Venus, I am good. How are you? I don't think I am. Well, I'm a man. I think that's about all I can really confirm out of those three things that, to my knowledge. But I am well, sir. Just excited to be casting with you again this week.
Oh, this manly man over here. Yeah, he's a man's man. Look at that beard. Oh, yeah. So we have Div C West. We have a matchup between Randy Newman versus Team Rainbow Strike Go. Let's take a quick look at the maps. See what was picked, what was banned. Hopefully this is set up. Otherwise, it's just going to be a picture of, like, a pig in a puddle. Let's see what happens. Okay, it went to the right screen.
Sounds like my high school prom.
Oh, sounds like my online dating adventures. Yes, indeed. So Team Rainbow Strike Go, they got to the decision and they chose that they wanted hero pick. So we have Randy Newman banding out BOE, Dragonshire, Alterac Pass is going to be the map we're headed to. Team Rainbow Strike Go banned out Infernal Shrines, Towers of Doom. So that's the dealio there.
Yeah, Alterac Pass isn't one we see picked very often, so I'm kind of excited. I know that the Randy Newman team loves to run some of that good macro stuff. So let's see if Team Rainbow Strike Go did their homework here as well. And then I think this is the first I've played actually with Team Rainbow Strike Go a handful of times, and I subbed for them in Heroes Lounge. I want to say maybe two seasons ago. Never needed. I was just sat on a bench warmer. Oh my! But yeah, it was a bench warmer for them. But they're a good group of people.
Well, I'm looking forward to this matchup. Randy Newman is 6-0 so far in this season. Team Rainbow Strike Go is 6-2. So if we look at the let's see. Oh, we're getting to draft, but real quickly. Randy Newman, first place right now. Team Rainbow Strike Go in third. So both these teams are top teams, and I'm looking for the excitement. Let's get into the draft-a-rooney, shall we? Majesty in chat, go Randys! Okay, let me look at the names again. We got Randy Newman, Randy Newman, Wendy Wooman, Tuna Newman. And Nandy Rooman. Oh my goodness. Wasn't there a nude man in there at some point? Maybe they're not playing tonight.
Yeah, could be a sub here. I think Tuna is the mainstay this season, so maybe somebody had some unfortunate IRL stuff go on. In the background, we don't know, but just Reddit's own NGS's favorite team, the Randys here. Just fun to say. Wendy Wooman just sounds like I have a mouthful of marbles. Like I'm just saying Randy Newman wrong.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know they do it on purpose, so I hope they'll forgive me when I stumble over every name all the time. But we're here to have fun, and so we're gonna go with it for sure.
Yeah. Now, see, I am at your mercy. You could actually make me call the blue team the whole series. And then you could just do Rainbow Strike Go.
I think for game one, I'll stick to blue. I'll let you do the boys and girls over on Team Rainbow Strike Go, and then we'll switch for game two. And then at game three, who knows what'll happen? There's an Abathur ban and Diva ban. Diva getting a lot of ban action, just overpowered, I guess, from this patch. Is that what you think, Dax, or is that what other people think? What do you think?
Yeah, she's had that rework. Does a ton of damage. I'm not sure. I don't play her too often yet, because usually even after a rework, I kind of hold off until they tweak a little bit. But it looks like there will be a patch or some maintenance here on Wednesday, and probably going to get her hit with that nerf bat here. And then we will see the Maiev ban coming out here from the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. But like you said, the Abathur ban. The Newmans love to play Abathur. Samuro is another good ban against the Newmans if they let it go through. We'll see. Maybe whoever Newman maybe was the Samuro player. Maybe they don't have to worry about it yet.
Nude man got a real job, says Majesty. So
oh man,
there you go. Oh, new man. And there's the Chromie ban. That's it for the first round of bans. We do have first pick now coming over to Team Rainbow Strike Go. What do we grab? What do we grab here? Do we grab globals, tanks, healers?
Yeah, Globals is good. Li Ming is probably a good pickup here. So we're going to see Johanna, but any sort of poke, long range. This could be a hammer map if anybody plays a hammer. But this is some poke to stall out these objectives as long as possible. But Johanna, just a really good sustain tank, can kind of live forever in those tight little fights around the in capture camp.
Oh, yeah, for sure. A little bit of long range poke, too. They're blinds. And there's a gray main ETC picked up by Tuna Newman and Randy Newman on the side of Randy Newman. Imagine that. Really like an ETC getting in there. A lot of crowd control, a lot of stuns, a lot of displacement, and then with a follow up of gray main for the blow up. Love to see it. Yeah, absolutely. We got a 100% win rate on both those heroes for Tuna and Randy this season. We're going to see there's that poke coming out from Styx on that Junkrat, and then Malfurion. You know, the way that the meta has been working of late, it's just kind of been whoever the most powerful support has been. We had, you know, we went through Rhaegar Bloodlust comp, we went through the Deckard thing, but Malfurion's kind of stable through all of that, and now he's kind of, I think, one of the top still supports in the current meta there, but getting picked up there. Follow-up routes for Johanna. Junkrat can kind of keep them in place, and, you know, if he goes trap, they get the extra damage on whoever's stuck in that trap. For sure. Yeah, and, you know, as an occasional healer player, I kind of disagree with the fact of, all right, we got to pull everybody down when they're overpowered. Like, just make all the other healers so much better so that they're all like opium. Like, that would be amazing. There's the Malthiel ban, and here is the last ban coming out for Team Rainbow Strike. Go back to the ban list, Urel.
Yep.
No
space goats.
Yeah, no space goats. Nah. In space, they can't hear your goat scream. But we're not in space, so might as well hear it now.
Why not?
There we go. Double Damn, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in.
We appreciate you, Double.
Here we go. All right. Look at this. Look at this co-op. Look at this couple. Stukov picked up by Randy Newman. And oh my goodness, I can't. Wandy wee man. Oh my goodness. I love it.
Yeah, some good combos coming out there. ETC slide into Stukov silence. Kael'thas is one of the very few damage dealers. Okay, some spice here, but some damage dealers that has their own CC, and then just Greymane to finish up. So a nice pick comp getting rounded out here by the Newmans here. But that spice that we heard you say there, Kingle picking up that Rexar, and then Jaina the follow up on all of those roots and stuns on the side of our Team Rainbow Strike Go.
Yeah, some cool circle comps on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. We'll see if they'll be able to land all those together. Last pick coming out from Nandy Rumen, and it's going to be Zool. Oof. Yeah.
Yep, Zool. Now, I've seen some teams have success on the double rotation here in top and mid, and then having the 4-man bot kind of like your other double soak maps, because Zool will be able to clear wave fast enough that he can rotate in those long distances. And then with the Greymane there, a lot of siege damage, so maybe we might see some, what do we used to call it? Bottom surprise?
Oh, that's right.
Randy Newman's here.
I hope so. All right, we will get into game number 1 right after this. We'll see you on the other side. All right, and here we go. Game number 1. On the left-hand side, we have Randy Newman. We have Randy Newman on ETC. We have Nandy Rumen on the Zool. We have Wandy Wheelman on the KT. Tuna Newman on that Greymane, and I'm missing one, and it's Rand Newman on that Stukov. What do we got on the right-hand side, Dax?
All right, and over on the right-hand side, in the red trunks for Team Rainbow Strike Go, we have Robert on the Jaina, Kingle on that Rexar, Silver on Johanna, Styx on Junkrat, and the old Panda Boy on Malfurion.
Pandemonium! All right, I got confused because I was like, there's 6. Oh, that's right. How could anybody forget about that lovely Misha? Just waiting to take a bite out of your butt every time you turn your back on her. She's just gonna shred you. Best tank in the game, but also first blood. Kinda. Misha goes down. I'm sure everyone just has to shed 1 tear for Misha, but she will be back soon.
Yeah, and then we're gonna see things coming out for Wendy Newman for that rotation down bot here. Just getting those globes. I'm gonna see, yep, grabbing globe quest there. Checking out some other level 1 talents. We got Jaina looking for those globes as well. And I believe, looking at it, and then actually ETC as well. So we got 3 globe quests here for these teams. Just going to do some rotations, getting some lane clear in that soak as we see both teams rotating just about 1 minute each on these camps here.
Yeah, get those camps, pick them up like candy every minute and a half. Like they're up for grabs. Go get them. You'll get your push out of it. And Greymaine's going to be able to really Tuna Newman going to be able to smack those camps around by themselves later on. Get a little scaling. Almost have camp complete by TRSG, and there it is. We got Zed in chat. Welcome, Zed. And also, GG Valera says, let's go TRSG. So we have fans for both teams here. Ooh, Randy Newman Nandy Ruman in the top, barely getting out of Malf's route there.
Oh yeah, some good rotations coming out from Panda here. Just try to keep the solo laners topped off and happy and ready to go. Because Junkrat can poke for days. Johanna can kind of do the same thing. Safely just soak there. But seeing rotation, we're going to see the Condemn come out from the Johanna here. The slide's going to come out, but we're going to see that good old-fashioned Junkrat boop to screw everybody's skill shots up. And there they go again. I want a cue of like I believe I can fly every time that someone gets booped by Junkrat.
A nice slide here onto Styx. Styx blowing themselves free from that. And you know, oh, I missed it up in the top, but that is the first blood going over to Team Rainbow Strike Go as they claim Zool.
I will look
getting that first blood kill.
I will find you.
Talking about Junkrat for a second. Just so much poke on this objective. Like you can have 5 of your members ready to pick up the prisoner camp, and then just over the wall, bloop, 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 and you're just sitting there like, son of a grenade! When are we gonna get this objective?
Yep, we see Styx already right there, putting a great bomb placement on that capture point. That's, like you said, it needs to go away before they even try and capture this as well. So they have the freedom. He can just keep an eye on that capture point. They can go take the camp again, push different lanes. They will, you know, over with that that first blood kill. They're going to be close to 7s here for quite a bit, about a half a level. So we might see them continue to push and try and capture the first objective here.
Just looking at this mine here for a second. It's like a bag full of money with a bomb in it. I love that. I haven't been that close up on it before, so it's fun seeing that. The Junkrat mine, just a bomb with a bag full of money.
Oh, that's, yeah, must be from that sweet Casino Royale skin that he has there.
Yeah, the Heisterino, or whatever they call it.
But, yeah, pings come down from Randy Newman. He did just eat that bomb. Good concentration for him coming out there to allow his team to know, like, hey, he just blew this bomb up. It's no longer down here, and we can cap this point.
Styx almost getting the interrupt off, just not quite there. But here come all the team members. They're ready to fight this out. Stukov getting low, yeah. Randy Newman has to back up just a little bit. But this channel is still going. Styx is trying to get in there and stop it, at least delaying it. And that will be canceled with 3.6 seconds left to go. My goodness.
Yeah, that's that always feels bad. Like you actually have to like keep somebody there to defend that because someone could just sneak that when you're trying to fight over capping the other objective. But we're gonna see the Newmans rotate on that camp there pretty religiously. We're gonna see Team Rainbow Strike Go's camp up in 15 seconds. Let's see if they rotate on that. We're gonna have Zol just rotate up top, try and get some more soak for the team as we see the invade on the objective here from Team Rainbow Strike Go.
Oh, it looks like Kingle's gonna get the channel. Channel has been started. Now we're up for the defense. Zed, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. And thanks for the 69 bits as well.
All right, camp pushing mid. We're going to see Zool rotate back down in here, try to get the flank, but he is spotted there, so he's going to take the sneaky bushway back in this objective. He's going to start channeling, but Robert's going to be able to get some poke damage out there to cancel that. Same thing with Junkrat. We're going to see Randy Newman slide out onto that Jaina. She's going to get rooted in the back line, but some good peel from Misha Bear there and the rest of the team. The boot coming out to displace anybody that wants to kind of stand still and do stuff. Randy Newman getting really low on that ETC poke coming out, but he could be able to slide away and get moved away. Junkrat trying to seal the deal on that kill, but we're not going to have that, and he's going to have to back for health and mana.
Meanwhile, this camp pushing mid is going to be able to completely take down the front wall of the mid fort, and we're going to see a drop back by Team Rainbow Strike Go to clean that up before they brawl anymore. And it looks like they want to get this channel. They're a little bit behind on the channel, but they are in position to take it. We'll see what happens. Here comes the slide from Randy Newman onto Styx. And Newman's taking a lot of damage, getting a little bit of cover there from Jaina. Kingle having to back up, and look at all those flames going out onto Team Rainbow Strike Go. Silver in a bad spot, trying to get away, and will go down. Styx super low with 70 health. Good fight there for Randy Newman.
And then almost Kael'thas being able to finish that kill there, with Junkrat just being able to sneak right out of that flame strike there. So that will be the final 3.2 seconds channeled for Randy Newman to get the first objective. But what a great set of fights there. You know, anytime that Randy Newman slides in, like, he's immediately surrounded by Johanna and Misha and Rexar there. So not really letting ETC kind of, if he does commit to the fight, he's going to get surrounded from what it seems.
Yeah, you kind of got to get those burst kills because ETC will not be able to sustain a long fight from all of this ice from Jaina. You get the grenades from, you know, Junkrat. It's just not a long sustaining super tanky tank, but, you know, a lot of good CC. You got to blow them up fast with ETC and then either win the fight or get out of dodge.
Yep, so we're going to see all three lanes being occupied by members of Randy Newman and Team Rainbow Strike Go. Majority of them are in the middle, but we're going to see just the two offlaners in the top, and then we're going to see Johanna and Greymane down there. And then in the middle, I missed the kill onto the Junkrat.
Well, we do have heroics up, and we are seeing them being used. We do have the Pyroblast there from Wandy Wooman. Woo, man. Woo! Woo, man! Woo! Pulling off that kill onto Junkrat, so top fort about to go down, and a good first push here for Randy Newman as they secure both the top and the mid forts. Also some damage here on the bottom, about almost halfway down there.
Yeah, that should give them enough, at least to 13s, the sustained EXP contribution to the stat line there. But this map in particular, the forts, if you lose a fort or two, like I'm not as stressed out as maybe some other maps, considering you kind of need two keeps down on this map to kind of to even start battling that core objective to reduce some of that armor.
Randy Newman taking down this top boss, and it looks like Rexar's going to come take a peek, but it's not going to be enough to stop the Randy Newmans from taking down this top boss. And there it is. Out comes Riptire. It's gonna tickle. And how come the boars as well? And they're making the rounds. They're going around corners. They're gonna track everybody down. There's two ults there used from Team Rainbow Strike Go. Both teams disengaging without losing anyone.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to see that camp getting picked up from Team Rainbow Strike Go. They're going to just let that go. They're going to rotate down. They're going to make the play for the double boss play here. So let's see. They're going to clear this one out. They're probably going to sniff that out as well. But Zul's coming down mid to give Rexar a little bit of a hard time. Root coming out. Misha Bear's going to have this down here on to Randy Newman. Is going to stop that blue auto attacks. So, I mean, good pickup by Zul there to go Skelly build, just to get some extra pressure in these added lanes.
And there is the pickup on the bottom boss. Randy Newman creating a lot of pressure on this map. They did pick it. So it looks like they had a plan and they're sticking to it. 13 talent tier advantage also pushing with the boss down in the bottom. They don't have Zul, but Rexar is top. So this is a 4v4. And this fort isn't going to be up much longer. And Zul possibly going to be joining in to make it a 5v4. Down goes that fort.
Yeah, and then Newman just diving in there, giving a couple pats on the behind, to that Junkrat. Nothing to worry about there as they just turn their focus onto the boss here as it sets its sight on this bottom keep wall.
Here it comes. Got to be careful not to overextend. 13s are picked up, though, by Team Rainbow Strike Go. So we're on even talent tier, getting their siege damage, and they're getting out. Randy Newman decides that they got what they came for, and they are going to head on out, probably pick up this siege camp. And that's what we see Team Rainbow Strike Go doing already. Gobbling up those little Knoll boys.
Yep, he, like clockwork from both of these teams, you know, they provide such pressure in that mid lane, and I think right around, I'm trying to think, about 500 experience each time. So you get an additional 500 experience every minute and a half.
Call now and get an extra order of 500 XP delivered exactly to your level cap immediately. But wait, there's more. Also, you get gnolls running down the lane and hitting stuff with their weapons.
And if you call now, no shipping or handling charge.
Oh, there'll be some handling. They beat stuff up. Ooh, Silver, get in the channel. Down goes the messages, and the boars come out. Wendy Wooman is going to pop the Gladiator, get that unstoppable, and here's a four-man mosh. Wow. A nice setup there, and down goes ETC, but they do get the kill there onto Junkrat. Misha goes down, and this might be a turning point here for TRSG, as they're a little bit healthier, chasing Randy Newman off the point and getting the channel.
Yeah, we saw Kingle with a four-man Misha stun there on the bottom left side of that, and then ETC sliding in and getting booped into their own team to eat that mosh pit. But just, you know, a great job of Malfurion keeping the team alive there. Tuna getting really low there, going in to try and secure that kill onto the Junkrat, but unsuccessful, but eating a lot of damage in the process there. We're going to see this reset here. Teams get some taps. We're going to wait for Randy Newman to come back on that ETC. 16's online, though, for Randy Newman here as we see Team Rainbow Strike Go try to catch it back up on this soak, maybe grab their camp here, 16's, and then back on this point.
Absolutely. Softbird in chat saying, let's get Randy, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah. It's my terrible Austin powers. Yeah, baby. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I tried.
It's that British accent, man. It's tough.
Yeah, baby. I don't know. Twins, Basil, twins. Here we go. Their channel is online for Randy Newman. They need 20 seconds left. They're going to back off a little bit and maybe come and gank Rexar. Rexar is a little bit out of position. Ginkle will release the boars, but is going to be taken down. Yeah.
Well, we're going to trade here. We're going to see Zul get knocked down for there as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade, which does end up in favor of Team Rainbow Strike Go down for the comeback mechanic there. But we're going to see Silver try and aggro all this stuff. The Welly is out. He's going to get some more aggro and some more slow damage.
Cleaning up that camp. And then possibly looking for an engage there. Here comes the Pyroblast. Ooh, onto Styx. Styx is going to get healed, a little heal up there. Oh, I thought they were safe, but no. Down they go from the Pyro, and there is an interrupt.
On the mosh pit, yeah.
It does not go on full cooldown. It is ready to go again. And here comes Randy Newman, ready to claim their own cavalry units here on the objective. A slide into Silver. And there's the channel activating down to 15 seconds. Tuna taking some damage, backing up a little bit. KT really sending out the flames there. Here come the boars. Robert trying to get some poke in and is landing on Tuna. And trying to go in, and they do get that kill there onto Tuna. Tuna goes down, and the objective has been stopped from being channeled. And here comes Wooman.
Oh, that was so... Oh, my gosh. We just saw Misha chasing poor Wendy Wooman around that bush 3 or 4 times until he was able to land that stun and secure that kill. But we're going to see a... 4-man team wipe on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go here. Let's see what they want to do with this. Maybe channel this. Looks like maybe Robert was maybe trying to make a boss play there, but they're just going to say, hey, let's just grab this objective first, get a couple more keep pressure down, and go from there.
Software chat asks, boars plus flame strike equals bacon?
Probably.
Perhaps.
Put that in Hot's cookbook.
Yeah. Release the bacon. I'm down. Silver trying to hold these minions back, getting low, but it's going to be confirmed, and Team Rainbow Strike Go They have claimed the objective. They have tagged this camp, and they will be taking it as well. Also, a tagging from Randy Newman on their siege camp, so at least they'll have a little bit of a pressure to meet the camp in the middle. But now it's time for Team Rainbow Strike Go to get some of that siege damage that they've been missing so far in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They're up on kills now, 7-2-6. The XP lead is in their favor here as they cleave ever so closely 220s. I want to see where they put the most pressure here. Let's see if they can move to a boss lane here, which it looks like we're going to see a little bit of dancing between mid and bot. Not sure, but this mid warrior is just about done here, so he may be gone. But we're going to see Tuna Newman try and jump onto the Rexar there, but he's going to get the stun onto Tuna there, and she's going to jump away and just continue to add, but we're going to see the rest of Randy Newman rotate top here, try and maybe catch Kingle out of rotation to slide onto him, and it's still a mosh pit, but he's going to feign death on that. He's going to see who has the better concentration, the old Wild West pistol fight there, and then we're going to see everything get dumped onto poor Kingle there, who is no longer of this world, and we're going to see, oh my gosh, I thought the keep was going to fall, but they hold on to the skin of their teeth with about 1,200 health on that top fort.
Oh my goodness. Poor Rexar, just getting slapped around with all those ults, but bought some valuable time. You know, got a lot of siege damage elsewhere, so distraction perhaps, I don't know, but dancing for somebody who is asleep. It's like when I took that one belly dancing class. It was just too rhythmic and it put everyone to sleep, so I can no longer perform. Bottom boss getting taken here by Randy Newman, but top boss also getting played here by Team Rainbow Strike Go.
Yeah, 20's online. I mean, like I said, they got Mosh Pit out of the way. They got Pyroblast out of the way. Amazing feign death there by the Rexar. You know, unfortunately, with Encore still being the way that it is, you know, we'll see Mosh Pit, maybe one more team fight. We can go without it, depending on Randy hitting those W's on that reset.
And here we go. The bosses have been released in the lanes. Top and bottom, oh my, and we are tied as far as structures, and we're both at 20, so these teams neck and neck, even tied with kills at 7 apiece. So far these top 1 and 3 teams from Div C West, excuse me, are not disappointing. This is some great games so far.
Yeah, absolutely not a disappointment at all whatsoever. We are now tied on kills. We are tied on levels. We are tied structurally on this map. We're going to see the camps pushing mid. I'm guessing you're laughing at Gio's comment in the chat because I was trying not to lose it. Gio, I do apologize if that was your honeymoon, good sir.
Oh, well played, Gio. Well played. Oh my goodness, y'all are hilarious. I love it. All right, objective will be up in 12 seconds. And we do have camps pushing. I guess we have single camp here, pushing on the side of Randy Newman. I'll get cleaned up pretty quickly. There's a little bit of pressure up here in the top lane, though. Just a little bitty, itty bitty pressure up there.
A wee bit of pressure. We'll probably lose that front wall there, and maybe a little bit of the fountain here as we pressure onto this potentially the last objective here.
Riptire coming out, getting a big explosion on ETC as all of his musical instruments explode, but there is the Death Mosh catching a couple. Here come the Skeletal Mages putting out a lot of damage onto Misha, but Misha is expendable. Panda getting some flame love there, and there's a big swipe coming out from a Newman. Tuna chasing Kingle, and there is the kill. Silver trying to keep the rest of Randy Newman off, but they're getting a little bit low here.
Yeah, we got a one for one trade. Yep, Team Rainbow Strike Go still has their main staple, Johanna, in the front line, going to be able to pop Unstoppable to get out of that route there, but she's going to still have to deal with those Skelly boys. Randy Newman going to step up, try and get that Pyroblast to see if you get any insequential damage, but Silver just taking a bunch of damage. We'll see the Silence coming out, and the root coming out onto the Malfurion. Tuna Newman going to dive in there, get a few swipes on there to seal the deal on Silver. Silver's prop, the level 20, going to prop the Unstoppable again to get that armor to sneak out with their life.
My goodness, getting a double kill there for Wandy Woo, man. And probably this channel, as the respawn timers are quite high now that we're almost 20 minutes into the game. There's a camp on the map available for Randy Newman, but instead they want the objective, a little bit more powerful. However, Rainbow Strike Go gonna pick up their camp. At least they'll have something.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be over yet, even if they succeed this objective camp here. Bottom's pretty much gone. They can put some good defense onto that mid and bot. As long as the lanes are pushed out, they have a little time to clear ones that are a little bit closer. But we're going to see maybe they're just going to forfeit this one, to push out bottom lane a little bit as we get drawing closer down to 5 seconds on this channel here, as Randy Newman just kind of positions for maybe a team fight here.
And there it is. And here comes the camp clear from Randy Newman. They're going to rotate mid, slap that around, and then try to decide where they want to push. Ideally, you want to get 2 of these keeps down to reduce the armor plates on the core. Already has 3. Bottom keep is looking a little rough, so that's probably one that will be targeted. And then maybe either, you know, maybe mid or top, I don't know. We'll see. Could also be looking for some picks, looking to possibly end the game with these long respawn timers. Picks. Yeah, some... Yep. Absolutely, but here comes maybe a flank. Yes.
I like this. We're going to see Mosh Pit is up. We're going to see all the whole kit and caboodle. We're going to see the Reptile coming out, try to get some zoning, get some space here a little bit. We're going to see, it's not getting blown up there a little bit, but just a huge chunk of damage coming out onto Randy Newman. We're going to see the silence coming out. Zul is just done. He is blown up there, and that is a great turn of events there for TRC. But Robert getting kind of chunky. They're going to pop the medallion there. Ooh. Randy missing the slide there, but there's a solo mosh pit on the Jaina here, but we're going to see the Johanna condemn and cancel that, but that's still not enough to keep Robert alive. She has such a little health pool. That may have been a misclick onto that Pyroblast there, onto Rexar with the full health there, but he's going to be able to stasis that out of the way. And we get to see, you know, just 2 keeps going down here, and the core's about half health. We might see a rotation here. Here to end. This might be GG's. Let's see if we can stand a chance here, but we're going to see Tuna go in there on that Great Meal with all that siege damage and lunching in, and then there is and the first game going over to Randy Newman.
GG's, well played. A great defense there at the end by Team Rainbow Strike Go, but just too much pressure from all of the minions and the objective pushing onto that boss that, you know, it was time to go in, finish it off. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, great match all around. I mean, it's if Team Rainbow Strike Go had any sort of doubt in their mind, I think that, you know, this match for sure showed that they can stand toe-to-toe with the Newmans and compete with the best of them in this division here. You know, it was just kind of a one-sided team fight there. Unfortunately, like you said, their backs up against the wall, but they were able to turn it back around and really try to put up a defense there. And unfortunately, just... you know, they had to spend too much time up in the top lane there that they ended up losing both of their keeps in the mid and the bot, and it started doing some damage onto the core.
Yeah, yep. Either that or big brain plays with Randy Newman trying to keep everyone distracted on Team Rainbow Strike Go up in the top lane. Sorry I missed your comment there, C2D2. It is indeed Dax. In fact, look at this man. We're going to switch off of the stats here, so take one last gander. I should update the score, though. That is something I should be doing.
Yeah, in case we have any late bloomers here to the game, that way they can keep up there. Oh my gosh! But
prepare. Like everyone, like clutch your pearls. Look at this man. Here he is. Oh yes.
Clutch your pearls. What am I vacuuming?
My.
Oh.
Stay a while and stay a while and yeah, no, I mean, sometimes, you know, if you're about to be shocked by a shockingly handsome man, you have to hold on to your jewels and your valuables so they don't fly off your body. That one kill on ETC where the guitar went flying and ETC went a different direction. My goodness. Sometimes the ragdoll effects in this game, amazing. Love to see it.
Yeah, like you can see, like depending on the explosion or whatever, yeah, you can see your body about halfway back to the core. A lot of times, it's just really fun to see.
Absolutely. Buttspot making a showing. That was an either way butt. All right, thanks, Buttbot.
Usually, you have to pay extra for that.
That was either way match. Yes, GG Valera. It was a very close match up until the very end. In that last objective, it just gets so strong at 20. Any picks there? Even, you know, if you trade at the very end, that definitely helps you when you have the objective. There's just less people able to defend against all of the cavalry units, and those 1-for-1 trades at the very end just helped out Randy Newman and getting that big W on game number 1. But there's still plenty of more HOTS to come.
Yeah, like I said, hopefully Team Rainbow should go. Maybe, it is a loss. It's kind of painful, but hopefully, just getting that boost of confidence. Like, these guys aren't so bad. The Randys are a great group of guys. They do have an aura about them, I guess, per se. That they are a good team. They have continuity. I think they're actually, chat, correct me, please, but I'm pretty sure like a lot of them are like friends in real life. They play this game together for a really long time, so they have that continuity together, which always helps in these types of environments.
I heard a rumor that they several members have legally gone and changed their in-person name to Randy at the DMV, paid their $50, and I don't know if they've changed them back, but forever now they'll have to write in the aliases section, I was known as Randy Newman. Could be worse.
I want to know, like, on Twitter. So, like, if you go to the NGS website, and then, like, so on their actual page, there is a Twitter button that if you click said Twitter button, takes you to the actual Randy Newman's Twitter page, like the verified singer, songwriter, composer Twitter page. I want to know how many @tags this guy has gotten because of this team, whether it's been through Reddit.
Is that actually true?
Yes. Yep. So if you actually go to NGS's...
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Yep. Okay, there's the Twitter. Click on the Twitter. Yes.
I just want to know, like, how many @tags. This guy probably gets pings all the time about Heroes of the Storm and, saying Randy Newman's. He's like, these dastardly kids.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Just when you thought you have heard it all and seen it all, my goodness, the blessings that just keep on giving. That's hilarious. I love it.
These guys are fantastic. They're just a great group of guys, it's just fun to cast their games here, as well as Team Rainbow Strike Go. I think both of these teams, I don't know if they were in the same division in Heroes Lounge last season, but or they scrim each other here or there, but really funny.
My goodness, welcome Co-Tip. Saying the Randy Newman mystique. It sounds like some kind of perfume or cologne you could get.
It does.
Yep. Valcomer, welcome to chat. Saying that what I say is hyperbole. It's hard for me to say because I'm an imposter. Vote me off. Yes, I am super sus. That is true. I need to get like some Among Us overlays to play. Like there's like a body was found when someone gets killed in HOTS, and people will just be like, "Why are you trying to bring this game into that one?"
That game, I'm just a terrible liar. So that game is just not for me. I'm like, oh guys, it wasn't me, and they're like, vote this guy. This guy's just done.
They're like, it totally was. Yeah, absolutely was.
And then like I've only played it one time, so I don't even know how to do the thing. So like if I'm not the imposter, then I'm getting yelled at to complete the tasks, and I have no idea what those are either. So.
I saw you go in that vent. Did you go in the vent? Yeah, oh yeah, I went in the vent. Oh, only imposters can do that. So bye.
Yeah.
And just like throw them out the window, and then you just have to play the big sad.
Yeah, right. Well, I guess that's it.
All right, here we go. We're getting into yeah. Enough of that sad music. It's exciting time. Got to play a little pump up. Oh yeah! Going into game number 2. We're going to Cursed Hollow. I'm not sure who picked this map, but we'll find out soon. So let me load that into the map of Pecorino. We are going to Cursed Hollow.
Cursed Hollow.
And as soon as okay, it looks like the first draft team is number 1, so I guess this was picked up by Team Rainbow Strike Go. Maybe picking the map.
Okay. Another 3-lane, larger map, macro map. Maybe they want the second chance here at the Newmans on kind of their own game. Randy Newman picked All Track Pass with the first map pick there. Maybe a little bit more confidence here, but double bosses in the top, in the bottom lanes. So we'll see what happens here.
Softbird says, "I'm trying to write songs I'm trying to write songs for the next Pixar movie, but I'm getting pings about playing Cho'Gall. What are these kids into these days? M. Quizzle says, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Oh my god.
Right, he just calls you up and says a swear. Like he just is tired of it.
Eric 2000 Forever, also known as Zed in chat from Bunker Fun Time, has redeemed Mini Honker for 469 mother cluckers. Thank you for redeeming your mother cluckers. Boop, boop. Oh, he gets like totally keyed out. I'm so sorry, young one. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, little fella.
It's okay, little buddy. You'll be fine.
Go back down. Go back down. Go back down here.
All right, I'm just gonna let them know that we're ready whenever, so that they're not waiting on us. Yep.
All right.
C2D2, thank you for highlighting your message for 69 mother cluckers. Don't forget to promote Wednesday, Valcomer 1366. Yes, what is Wednesday? What's going on? Tell me more, Valcomer, as we get into the draft.
All right, so we are going to see.
Maybe
waiting for the players to load in.
We're gonna see some respect bands, perhaps. Got a deal on that Cosmic Honker. Oh, got a butt on that Cosmic Honker. Oh, slow down there, Buttspot. ASMR stream.
All right, so you are correct there. This looks like a map pick for Team Rainbow Strike Go. So Randy Newman's with the first pick, first ban here. I'm not sure. I mean, it could be a Rexar ban. That Rexar was kind of tough to deal with, really annoying getting into the back line, getting all those the stuns. I could see maybe ETC ban coming out here from Team Rainbow Strike Go, and probably the Abathur ban as well.
Yeah, I think the Abathur ban is probably going to come out from. You're saying from Team Rainbow Strike Go, or do you think Randy Newman has an Abathur play here, or I guess both?
Yeah, well, no, I think Team that's going to be the first ban here from Team
Rainbow Strike. They're going to ban it away from Randy Newman.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Yep. I got it mixed up in my head. And there's that Chromie ban that was banned, game number 1 by Randy Newman. So must be some target scouting going on there. My goodness.
Yeah, just still all around good hero. And these tight little team fights, just kind of getting poked, whether she goes Q or W build. She just does a tremendous amount of damage from a continent away, from the safety of her living room. But they're going to ban away the Gray Main this time, not allowing it for Tuna to get picked up here. So I expect maybe a Lunara pickup. I know she enjoys the Lunara pickup there, and I expect maybe a ETC ban here if I were Team Rainbow Strike Go. But they say no. Get rid of that Maiev. We don't need no yoinks, no yeets.
Yoinks and zoinks. Absolutely.
But leading up this time, Andy Ruman on the Diva.
Leaving the Diva up. The Diva will be picked. And my apologies. There is another match happening on Wednesday that actually I'm a part of. It is Can't Count a Pick Stupid versus Resurgence of the Storm at 8:30 p.m. PDT. My goodness, I apologize. It has been a week and a half, friends, so more HOTS coming later this week, and there's Diablo and KT getting picked up by Silver and Robert.
This time, Kalefoss trading teams getting signed over on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go in the off season here. But I like the Diablo pickup. Really good Diablo map. They got to be good on the rotations, get wall banged and flipped. But Randy Newman picking up the Stukov here, and Randy Newman picked up.
Don't tempt me with a good time, Dax. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Mustache
Venus and Dax after dark. Yeah.
Mustache Carl asking how much to get you to draw me a nice doodle on that little notebook of yours. Doodle me too, Venus, like your French girls. I'm such a terrible artist. It's ridiculous how bad it is.
I'm the same way. I have such the utmost respect of anybody that has any sort of artistic talent. I am extremely jealous. It's something I wish I did have. But the Tychus band coming out. Do you think we might get to see that spicy Cho'Gall here?
It could be. It could be. Abathur band.
Steva. Yeah, Diva doesn't have...
Greymane is banned as well, so I mean that's something that is taken off the table. I don't know. We'll see.
I'd like to see it.
Uncursed Hollow? Is that too big of a map for Cho'Gall? Can you just beat Cho'Gall by out-soaking? I don't know.
You definitely could, but he can sit into a lane there. Maybe get some more wave clear here. Maybe they're gonna have to pick it here if they're gonna pick it though.
Absolutely. John Mill, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming by and watching. Well, yeah, with that attitude, says Mustache Carl. I can't even get the proportions right on stick figures, says Cotip. All right. Hanzo coming in. Sticks picking up Hanzo. Pick up sticks, turn them into arrows, shoot them at your enemies. Ooh, and a spicy Uther from Panda. I like this. I like this so far. What completes this draft lineup for Team Rainbow Strike Go, do you think, Dax?
I would love to see a Rhaegar into that. I think Hanzo with the auto attacks, and then if Silver builds auto attack Diablo with the Bloodlust, I think there's a lot of potential there with that comp, though. Rhaegar has the wave clear, can do it. You know, if Hanzo needs the stacks, but we're going to see there's that Samuro, and as well as that Lunara.
Awesome. I would love to see an Imperious, but I don't think that's going to happen, just because that stun chain would be insane. And for such a large map and crap wave clear, Imperious is probably not an option. I just want to see Stab Daddy.
Okay.
Ooh, spicy, spicy.
Yeah, so now we see... Now, I am curious here, because Uther heals... Like, they did fix his W a little bit, and his W healing is better. But there's a lot of sustained damage going to be able to come out from the side of Randy Newman here that I'm just hoping Panda can just kind of keep up and keep the allies topped off there.
Well, we will certainly see coming into game number 2, which we will get into right after this. Stay tuned. And here we go, game number 2 on the right-hand side. We have Team Rainbow Strike Go. We have Robert on that very, very spicy KT. Yep, that's what it is. We got Kingle is going to be playing the Zeratul. We got Panda on Uther. We got Silver on the Dibbles and Bits. And we got Sticks on Hanzo. What are we looking like on the blue side, Dax?
All right, and on the blue side, in the blue trunks, for Randy Newman, we have Randy Newman on that Samuro, Randy Newman on the Stukov, Wandy Woman on the ETC this time, Tuna Newman on the Lunara, and Nandy Ruman on the Diva.
Oh my goodness, these names are so good. All right, let me pull the talents so we can look at them, see what we got going on. We do have Prog Rock going on for ETC. Gonna be stacking that up. Simple Geometry from Hanzo. And Mana Addict. All right. Not going to go big and go home, but a safe pick, a good pick.
Yep, absolutely. So I can't talk today. We will see Panda going that W talent there. That seems to be the best healing build currently for Uther. But we're going to see, TR's go try and get to the late game here with the Zeratul. Could see the APOC, the old tried and true APOC Void Prison combo there, maybe with a Hanzo arrow and a Phoenix ult there.
Yeah, 16. 16 is a big power spike for Zeratul, so watch out for that. But Samuro, like, really able to do a lot on this map. A lot of camps, a lot of split push, a lot of bushes, just a lot of aggravation. But I kind of feel like Zeratul's on the same level of annoyance, right? Like, punishing the other team if they're overstep, but also just being in their way and being really hard to lock down.
All right, and we're going to see Randy Newman kind of getting caught there trying to sniff out that little giant camp. And we're going to see Kingo going to jump in here. That is the one and only Randy Newman going to get caught out there.
We'll look for you.
And that's first blood going over to the team. Rainbow Strike Go.
I take it back. Apparently a little bit easier to take down at the early levels. So there it is. But well played there by Team Rainbow Strike Go, getting the first blood. Going into game number 2, looking to get a game match win of their own to take it to game 3.
Yeah, they want to go to game 3. They brought that Zero Soul here, but just a decent amount of poke. We're going to see Hanzo going for that Scato arrow build and these tight choke points just to do a tremendous amount of damage all over the place there. And we're going to see Diablo working into that auto attack build. And then everything else across the board here looks pretty baseline for all the heroes here.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty today. All right, here's a camp picked up by Team Rainbow Strike Go as well. So they're going to have that pushing down the mid lane, and we will have the first tribute spawning in 20 seconds down in the bottom. In this big, gaping purple hole. Rephrase that for next time.
Don't talk about my ex-wife like that.
Oh my goodness. Dax dated Barney for a while.
I sure did. Just told me he loved me all the time.
That's right.
So we see the sun coming out onto Wendy Newman, but the slide coming out, and just some poke coming out onto ETC there. We're just going to see some friendly pokes and trades coming out here over this first objective as Randy Newman is getting the channel there. The sight arrow not going to be able to connect to get that stun. Or I'm sorry, that cancel on the channel there. And first objective going over to, not objective, but first cap going over to Randy Newman's.
Yeah, nice pick up there by Stukov, Randy Newman. Zeratul just chilling up. Kingle getting some of that XP up in the top. Comes Randy Newman to make sure that they're not just there unopposed, doing whatever they want. And then once again, we have a tribute spawning. 27 seconds. Can I get a color check? Yep, still purple. All right, very good.
Yep, 2 stealthy boys just kind of being stealthy together. I mean, heck, they could even probably just stand right next to each other in lane and we wouldn't even know any different.
That's true. Just stand in the bush forever, and then when someone walks into you and can't walk past and they are confused for a second, that's when you attack. So we still have our offlaners up in the off lane, so this is going to be a 4v4. Here we have Silver initiating there, trying to get some damage there onto Tuna, but now Silver's in a bad spot, is getting chased by Nandy Aruman and Wandy Wooman trying to get out now. It was both tanks are a little bit in deeper than they want to be, but these healers on point. Gonna keep their team safe.
Both those tags kind of ran around, got stuck quite literally in between a rock and a hard place, just kind of passing each other back to their respective teams here. But we're going to see Randy Newman, but he's going to get dove on by Silver. The flip coming back out, but all of the scatter arrows getting chunked out from the Hanzo. There comes the bomb coming out. Silver's going to get silenced, kind of caught in that, getting chunked down a little bit, but I don't know if he's going to make it out of there, and he is not. Down goes Diablo, and the first kill for Randy Newman coming out there onto Silver.
1 for 1, and this tribute is still not collectible. It is now, though. Randy Newman is going to pick that up. And so it's going to be 2-0 as far as these tributes. Looking for 3 for that curse. Boss play getting called by Randy Newman.
Yeah, great concentration, though, from Team Rainbow Strike Go. A lot of other teams, I think, would try and stay and fight and poke that off there. Like, you know what, we can give this one, you know, it's not cursed. Let's just go back to soaking. Let's kind of cut our losses here at just the Dibbles death there.
Here we're going to see the Siege Camp getting picked up by Team Rainbow Strike Go. 6 needs some mana. Boss is picked up here for Randy Newman. It's probably too late to start this next boss, as this will be the 3rd tribute for a possible curse here up in the mid-top. Getting close to 10. Both teams very close to win half a level.
All right, so we're going to see Robert take the safety rotation back to this objective. We're going to forego the boss down here with those Siege Giants there, about half health. So he'll probably, my guess is probably he'll get the rest of this wall here bottom and the fountain before it does expire there, as we see the poke coming out up top.
Silver going in deep. It's taking the wrath of the blue team. It's going to be okay, though. It's backing up a little bit, and the battle's not over. Better position by Randy Newman to actually try and pick this up, but good interrupts coming out from Styx. Oh. Ooh, here's a nice mosh. Down goes Hanzo, and down goes Diablo. Curse is picked up here by Randy Newman. Kingle getting very, very low, down to 200 HP, but look at all these bombs spreading around. Uther dropping. Ooh, there's the Void Prison with 55 HP. Oh, nowhere to go, though.
Oh, no.
That's going to be a quad kill. going out for Randy Newman. Well played.
Yep, absolutely. What a crazy team fight. Kind of got split. A bunch of things going on in different directions there, but you know, almost had you know, a couple kills there from Zeratul there. Tuna rotating top. About half of this fort is done already. Bottom fort's going to be taken care of by Randy Newman, as and then we'll see the middle one. So all 3 forts going down here with the first objective, and about 20 seconds left to go on this first curse.
Continuing to push after taking down the mid fort. Now it's time for get some damage on the mid keep. Question from chat: what makes the new rework on D.Va so strong? Is it the new auto attack damage Dax? Is it the self-sustain? Oh, here comes Arrow checking the boss.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. They wanted her to do more damage, so she felt kind of more in line with the other bruisers there. But she just does a ton of damage, and if it's up close and personal to her, she gets all of that self-sustain. And yeah, she's just really a nuisance. And she has like basically 2 lives because, you know, Baby D.Va is still a whole secondary hero as well, who can kind of, you know, do their own thing as well.
Look at these dueling visions. You have the Lunara Wisp, and then you have the Arrow from Hanzo to scout that out. So the boss is very, very low. And here comes Randy Newman looking to try to take it over. Here comes the D.Va bomb. Is going to be right on the spot, as well as Phoenix. And we are going to be low on an Andy Aruman. And that's going to be a boss claim.
A little late there, yeah.
A big boss steal. And there's Silver in trouble. Trying to get healed up there by Panda, but it's just not quite enough healing. Just a little bit too low, too much surrounded there, and that was a huge invade by Randy Newman.
All right, and we're gonna see that boss pushing up here onto that keep wall. You know, everybody's back up and healthy. We have at least Void Prison and Hanzo Arrow up here, but we're gonna see Samuro kind of get picked off there by. Oh, and then here comes the Hanzo Arrow. Randy Newman getting a little low there. They're gonna die to that Flame Strike. We're going to see Panda getting a little bit low as well. We're going to be able to queue themselves back up. Nanny Ruman getting a little bit low. Let's see if they can lock her down there once she gets out of there. But Panda a little out of range to get that stun off. So the turn goes back onto Tuna there, and going to get that stun finished off there by Diablo, and a triple kill coming out on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go.
An excellent defense there, down Talenteer, like fighting into a boss. Like that's real rough. So really nice defense there by Team Rainbow Strike Go. Still have yet to claim a tribute. One is going to be spawning here in 20 seconds, so that's something they can do. But they want to push back the lanes a little bit. Maybe grab some camps. Try to make up a little bit of that XP deficit, if you will.
Yeah, only about a third of a level down here. Unfortunately, death timers aren't too long where they can't really capitalize a whole heck of a lot, but they can kind of get some camps pushing, like you said, and then get in good position here. But actually, they're just going to get the lanes pushed out, and they may forego this one as well, just to get some mana and restabilize here.
I think that's a good trade, don't you? Like, it's when you have the lanes pushed so far back, your opponent doesn't have any of these tributes towards the next curse. I think that's a very hard to make call from Team Rainbow Strike Go, but I think it was a very good and patient one.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, the nice thing is lanes are pushed out to you. It's easier to catch back up on soak, but at the same exact time, you kind of lose vision of your enemies. So at least get it back into the middle, and you can kind of see what they are doing. Like you said, we've got the Lunar Wisps on point as usual on those rotations, and you know, Hanzo Sight Arrow has been used quite a bit here as well. But we're going to see Randy Newman kind of getting picked out here a little bit. Pyroblast going to chase.
Oh!
There in the bot lane. The team was going to try and come and help him, but unfortunately he got picked before they were able to make the full rotation down.
Another nice job there, Team Rainbow Strike Go, taking advantage of overextension, punishing the enemy team. Good play there, especially going into a tribute spawning. That's going to, you know, increase your likelihood of getting it. However, instead of getting the tribute, we're going to see Team Rainbow Strike Go for a bold call here and start Randy Newman's boss.
Yeah, their boss shred is absolutely fantastic. I'm guessing with the Wisp there, I think Tuna did catch them on the boss here. She's just pulling that out for safekeeping to see maybe if they're going to try and steal their bruisers here shortly. But actually, that's up in 3 minutes. So they're going to rotate down. They're going to get Randy Newman's going to get the second capture point there as we see Team Rainbow Strike Go going back to clear that mid camp. And then D.Va's up a little far. We may see a rotation on the gank onto the D.Va here.
I love that comment, by the way, in chat from Tiny Natai saying, I just noticed we have a Tunara in the house.
Patented. Pat and Tunara in the house.
That sounds like it sounds like really good sushi.
Tunara? Yeah, that does.
We imported this tunara directly from the Pacific coast. It was frozen for freshness. 3 ounces, $300. All right.
That's expensive tunara.
It is. It really is. But it's worth it. You have to have tunara at least one time in your mouth.
We're some aggressive positioning coming out on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go here. Probably the first one, but we're gonna see that nice little standoff here. Randy Newman just kind of creeping up there a little bit on his duck. A little bit of fancy rotation here. We're gonna see Randy Newman step up here. Not being able to walk through that bush, not going to hit a power slide onto the Zeratul there, but he's going to catch out the Uther there, going to get that standalone mosh. But Panda going to get rooted and silenced up in there, trying to do the best they can. They're going to pop that D shield. Here comes the APOC, here comes the Void Prison combo, but Randy Newman going to be able to blink out of there, but we're going to see poor Zeratul get locked down there, but a lot of stuns coming out here. Randy Newman just doing all the flanks and all that auto attack damage onto Uther, but now that the heals can really come out from Ghost Uther, as Silver is just wailing away on the backline here. Randy Newman getting a little bit low, but he's going to start that channel there. But we're going to see him rooted and stunned and slowed and silenced and all kinds of good stuff in that bush there as he maybe tries to peel for his team, but Robear's going to be able to get that stun off in time. But there goes D.Va, going to be able to chase anybody down underneath the tower, but here comes that again, and unfortunately, he's not going to be able to make it.
But here comes Silver.
Here comes a wild Silver, going to be able to cancel him out.
Nice interrupt!
But I don't know if he's going to have anything else besides maybe a W here or a reset on the Q, or I don't know how long the mech reset is going to cost them. But nope, Randy Newman will get out of there with their life.
Oh my goodness! And meanwhile, top boss is going to be taken by Randy Newman. My goodness, that was a close escape there for Nandy, a Ruman. And here is the cost, the curse, the cost of the curse. As mid-keep is about to fall over, but most of the pressure is going to be a combo with the boss up in the top-hand lane. The boss hasn't even gotten there yet, so that's going to go directly to core.
Yep, we're going to see Mosh Pit online here, so we're going to probably guess Randy Newman is going to be looking for that as soon as possible. It looks like a good setup here. Going to miss the slide onto 2 members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. We're going to see the stun coming out onto Randy Newman there, but with the D-Shield coming out onto the Diablo. Boss is whittling away on this core. The shield is getting chunked down little by little, but we're going to see this flip and then the wall bang counter slide coming back onto the Diablo there. The boop coming out. Here comes the Mosh Pit, 2-man Mosh Pit underneath the tower. We're going to see him get caught up into that. We're taking all the tower shots, but the boss is still happy and healthy, and there goes the core.
GG's, well played. Going over to Randy Newman. 2-0 domination.
Yeah, I mean, Cursed Hollow is just one of those maps. It just kind of feels snowbally if you can't, unfortunately, maybe stall out some of those curses. And I think that's unfortunately what happened. It started with that first boss bottom by Randy Newman, and then it just kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, even with a few of the aggressive plays by Randy Newman at the beginning on Samuro, getting caught a couple times. Still able to really turn it around when it mattered, picking up all those curses, making some amazing boss steals too from Randy Newman when invading at the right time, but also when you win a team fight, backing up, taking what you can get. So very good use of having an advantage from a team fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 11 to 8 kills. It felt like a lot more of a brawly map than that. The healing coming out from Stukov, almost 3 times the amount as Uther. So that's just Uther's heals were on point there to keep the team alive. But unfortunately, he just has that cooldown problem where you kind of push your buttons, and that's all you really have. Unfortunately, damage coming out to be the same. Soak coming out to be the same. I think both of these teams matched up really well against each other just this time. I think it was in favor of Randy Newman, and I hope to see these two teams in the playoffs.
As do I. In chat, OGO says, Dear C West, D.Va's worth banning. End of message.
Until Wednesday. Until Wednesday, when it looks like we're getting some maintenance.
Maybe we'll get some nerfs, perhaps. Yeah, but I mean, just look at Nandy Ruman's stats there, just popping off, and able to get those deep kills and even get away.
She's just like a thick A. Like whoever was asking in chat, she's just like a thick A tracer at this point. is the best way to describe, I think, D.Va with two lives. So as we saw, be able to pop out of a mech underneath the tower shots and kind of walk away, almost laughing at some points. But yeah, just she needs nerfed, and I think it's coming in on Wednesday.
I mean, it's so revolting, just like going in deep, getting a kill, and running away, saying, and it's just like you want to end it all.
Yeah, and I think her taunt is, "Are you in Bronze League?" or something like that. I think that's her voice line for just her regular taunt.
My goodness, that is spicy.
Toxic, yeah, toxic hero.
Well,
get her out of here.
Well played there by Randy Newman. That was an exciting match, though, and the first game I felt was like a little bit closer. The second game was a little bit more in Randy Newman's pocket with getting all those curses, but the first game was so super close. I had no idea who was going to win there. Very well played by Team Rainbow Strike Go. Some excellent defenses, too, even being down in either number or talent tier, so well played to both teams. Okay,
yeah.
We did get a medium honker redeemed by Josh Sill, so we'll do the combo. So oh wow, they're both like super space chickens. They're just getting keyed out. All right, so you get the mini honker and the medium honker. All right, I'm an adult. Okay, thank you very much for redeeming your 569 mother clickers. Let's see if we can get one of the Randy Newmans in here for an interview, if that's something that they would like to do. Do it. All right, I'm gonna find you. There's just so many Randy Newmans to go through.
I'm gonna find. I don't know who you are. I'm
oh,
gonna find you.
I clicked the wrong button. No, I don't want to look at your record. I'm so sorry. I'm sure it's amazing, but I just clicked the wrong button.
That's personal.
Oh my
Christian
goodness.
stream.
Yes. All right. So we should pick a channel here to hop into if they say yes. We'll just assume that they say. Oh, they say sure thing. All right. So where do you want to go? You pick a lobby, sir. You jumped into a different lobby. I found you though. I got you.
You got these sausage fingers. I can't make a difference of what I'm clicking and what I'm not clicking. I apologize.
Oh, I love it.
Say one number and go to a different one.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right, so it looks like we are going to get an interview. So I'm just going to let them know that we are in lobby 4. Excellent. All right.
Excellente.
Yeah, excellente del monte. Newman, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. And since I have my OBS open, I can never hear if somebody joins the channel. So, like when I'm just like talking for like 10 minutes, and they're like, "Can I do my interview now?" I'm like, "Oh my goodness."
I'm sorry, I'm such a bad friend.
Oh, we're getting 2 DAX.
Oh my goodness.
We're getting 2 sent over, and the captain says, "Sending 2. Good luck." And here we go. We have Mustache Carl and Big Randy here.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
doing well. Congratulations, first off. How you guys feeling after that 2-0 victory this evening?
Randy, I'll let you. You can start. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. You know, always great to get a win in a tough series, but feeling pretty good in the season overall. You know.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys were in first, and you still remain in first, and this just further solidifies your position there. Now going 8-0. Is that right?
That's right.
I don't know. I guess so. I feel like the season's flying by.
Yep. It's like, was week 1 last week? No, I guess this is week 3, right? It has seemed like it is going by very, very quickly. Do you guys play a lot in the off season?
Sometimes it doesn't even feel like we play that much during the actual season, but yeah, we try and get together as much as we can. We don't do a great job of organizing for like actual play or whatnot, but we're usually playing with a group.
We
of
all
like
have
3 or
very
4.
demanding jobs. Like for instance, Mustache Carl is a stay-at-home mom.
Oh my goodness!
That's 50%
I'm jealous.
accurate.
I applied to be a stay-at-home mom, and they told me to get out of their house. So I don't know. Like, it works for some people. I don't have the qualifications. Yes. Well, thank you for your service. Appreciate
thank
you
you.
raising the next generation. It's very important.
Really
And
self-sacrifice.
and just for my completely screwed up brain, just so we can link you to your in-game names. I know we probably do this every time, but Big Randy and Mustache Carl, what is your in-game player profile?
I am
go ahead.
Randi.
Randy, please start.
Randi Newman. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm technically, my Christian name is Randall, but all my friends call me Randy, so you could just call me Randy Newman.
Just call you Randy Newman. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And not
we're gonna be upfront and honest with you. We weren't playing in that game, but we are the official Randy Newman PR team. So we handle all of Team Randy Newman's public facing affairs. Because
very good. Now I understand the captain's comment of good luck. We've been duped, Dex, but love still talking to members of the team. Are you guys actually on the roster or as subs or just supporters?
It's your boy, the nude man. That's me.
Oh, okay, very good.
The nude one.
So that is the full-time job that they're talking about. Okay, I love it.
We have both been on versions of the Randy Newman roster. Some might say better, more.
I would say that
accomplished versions of. Others would not say that because this team is clearly better than the one that we were on.
All right. Well,
I think you two were on the team that beat Waiting on Cherry in the Coastal Finals, though. Yeah.
Ooh, that was us. That was us.
That was that. I did have that stinging loss. So I know how good that team was.
Well, your teammate redeemed Distracting Disco. So normally we don't play that during interviews, but since this interview is a little bit different, I think we might as well play it while we're here. So
yeah.
A little bit of in celebration of your victory, it's just a little bit of a few lights happening right here, and perfect time to get rated by Jazzaline. Thank you very much, Jazzaline, for this completely professional interview of Team Randy Newman. How many new logos will you have this season? That's one of my questions.
However many you're expecting, at least plus like 5 or 6.
At least 5 or 6 different Randy Newman logos this season. All right.
We've got a backlog, so just prepare yourself.
Whatever you're willing to tolerate, and then add a couple, because we've always appreciated you being Johnny on the spot for getting those things uploaded for us.
I just love being the first one to see them go live. Also, I guess next question is, looking back at your team profile, Dax pointed this out, and I'm going to bring it up. When you click on your Twitter feed, it takes us to Randy Newman's Twitter. Whose wonderful idea was this?
It'd be super cool if we didn't draw attention to that, because we are not looking to get a cease and desist from Randy Newman himself. So, would love if that Easter egg stays an Easter egg.
Whoops! I mean, wasn't showing anything there at all.
No, not at all. We weren't showing that, but because I even made the comment, I was like, I got to know how many @tags he's gotten just from because I know you guys play in Heroes Lounge as well, but from here between Heroes Lounge and NGS, just teams do have their Twitter pages that they do stuff and just @tag other teams that this guy's just sitting in the toilet at 3 a.m.
hopefully
something called NGS.
Hasn't gotten enough to leave a trail that leads right to us. But to be honest, I didn't even know we had that on the page until you just mentioned it. So someone on the team who's obviously more creative than us.
So maybe the captain, somebody who could set the socials, something like that.
Like I just happened to see it. Actually, I was pulling up your guys' just your stats and stuff like that for what you guys have been playing this season. I just happened to see it and I clicked it. And I was like, this is amazing.
As the official PR arm for Randy Newman, I'm actually borderline offended and insulted that I didn't get consulted on this decision. But
they're going around us just because we're not on the roster anymore.
Heads will roll.
We'll talk to home office.
Can you imagine if you guys got sponsored by Randy Newman? That would
we'd have to kick our existing sponsor, Mountain Dew Game Fuel, but I'd be willing to.
You could have more than one sponsor, right?
The man himself.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you got to make choices, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true.
Mini Honker redeemed by Blackstormer. Thank you very much. Oh, just saying a little hello there. Just a little. Just a little.
Just a little tickle. Just a little tickle.
And, you know, some more happy wavy music because we do have a wacky wavy boy, so we'll do that one real quick. And then Dax, questions from you.
No, I don't think I have any questions. Just you know, GG's to you guys coming out on the win. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. That's your games. I will let you guys do your shout outs if Weenus wants to keep that party music going.
I have a question for you guys.
Oh,
Hold
yeah.
on.
Shoot.
What do we? Let's get an analysis of this Samaru. This guy that thinks he can play Samaru on Randy Newman.
That didn't sound like a question. It sounded like you're trying to flame your own teammates.
Now is he the normal Samuro player though?
No.
I said I didn't think so. I didn't think he was the normal Samuro player.
He's the up and coming.
Okay.
To be fair,
right.
when we do have our normal Samuro player, he's usually benefited by having a dedicated Abathur hat for 85% of the game. But
It's true.
yeah,
I need a crutch.
my favorite part was where Randy wasn't he wasn't set aside by that first failed invade where he got collapsed on by 5 and decided to reprise his role later in the game too.
You know, it was a good strategy. It didn't work the first time. It failed so miserably they couldn't expect him to do it a second time, and then, well, unfortunately, he got caught the second time as well.
Yeah,
Absolutely. It's just it's all distractions, right? It's all about the distractions. My goodness.
Yeah, that's the Randy Newman way.
I love it.
Distract from the fact that Tuna's actually just carrying our team the entire time, and that we get to ride on her coattails.
How much? Yeah. How much? How much do you think Tunara sushi costs per 3 ounces?
More now than it did before that last series.
Oh yeah, value's going up.
Yeah.
Stocks are rising.
That's right.
Stocks
Like,
go up.
Invest in Tunara. Yeah.
like the aftermarket trading right now is just like complete panic. Like everyone's like buy. Yeah, it's gonna be worth more than Bitcoin probably in the next 24 hours. So check that out and
Absolutely
fully purchase with your 401ks. All right, we are going to let you guys get out of here, but before we do that, any shout outs from y'all?
Randy, you wanna go?
I have no shout outs.
Shout out as always to our current sponsor, to Mountain Dew Game Fuel and Randy Newman. If you do get a hold of you do catch wind of us, hopefully doing justice to your good name. I hope you have a good sense of humor, and also if you wanted to tweet, you shout us out for the next game, then that'd be real cool too. But please let us continue to use your name, and we're really sorry if you're not into it.
I think he would say, "You've got a friend in me." So I think
that's what we can hope for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. I appreciate you coming in here and spending the time. Have a wonderful evening, and I think you have PR'd your team extraordinarily well.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Weenus.
Thank you, Weenus.
Appreciate it.
You got it, guys. Yep.
You bet. Toodaloo.
All right, see.
Oh, cut him off. Get Dax back in here. Oh, do I still have that picture of Dax up? Maybe I do. Oh, I do. Oh, nice. I'll be able to do that thing again that I do. Dax, are you in the call? Did I actually call you? Maybe I didn't actually call him. All right, let me actually call him. That works out better when I actually call him. There he is.
Hello.
There he is. All right, cool.
Yes.
All right, start making weird faces. I'm gonna swap back and forth. Ready? Oh wait, no.
All right.
Wait for a second.
Wait. What do you have? The Twitter?
No, the one in the Edge, cut from Edge, in the suit.
Oh shit! Oh, I mean,
All right. Let's see if I can do this now. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start flipping back and forth. Flippity, flippity, flip. It's my favorite thing. I love it. All right, let me get these chickens out of here. Thank you so much, Dax, for casting with me and carrying me and keeping us all together and having fun. It's always a blast when I get to cast with you, and I have a great time. So thank you so much for that.
Oh, Weenus, thank you for letting me twist your arm into doing this one. I know I kind of gave you a ping earlier in the morning to make sure we logged this one in here. I knew it was going to be fun for both of us, so thank you for having me. But it's always a pleasure to cast with you, good sir.
Oh, I appreciate that. You guys can find Dax on Twitter at Dax_Hots, and also on NGS doing Nexus Edge, doing co-casting with many other great casters such as Jazeline. So you should check that out. When's your next cast, Dax?
next cast is actually tomorrow is Nexus Edge, and I will be casting a game with Jazzy tomorrow evening. I have 2 with Jazzy as well on Wednesday.
Oh,
and I think,
heck yes.
And yes, and I think you actually have one Wednesday yourself. So it's a lot of good stuff.
I think I do. Yeah, that's a Hong Kong toot toot for that scenario.
Yeah. We'll save that one from earlier, getting a little bit of hype. I think it was a CCS match, I believe. So just a lot of good stuff going on in the NGS right now. You know, we get some good hots, quality hots every day of the week.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love Jazzy's laugh?
Into the Boston!
Now, I love it 100%, but unfortunately, I don't carry a torch to your comedy, so I don't get to make her laugh like that. It's usually pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy going.
That's just her making herself laugh. She's like totally into it.
Into the Boston!
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, I look forward to trying to catch those if I can. But it sounds like I have a cast on Wednesday as well. But tomorrow is Tuesday, and you know, either you watch the debate or you watch some awesome hots, and that's really a hard choice.
I don't think we're gonna miss much from the debate, but that's here nor there. I don't try to bother with it.
We'll just do 2 screens at once, and it'll just be like, yeah, it won't. They won't cross over at all. It'll be fine.
But you know what? You could do that. Just see if it matches at some point, so you can just have the debate on, and then just cast the vocals of the match, and just see if it fits.
Buttspot taking Jasline's comment of, "Oh, it's dressed down Dax, just as lovely," to, "Oh, it's dressed down Butt, just as lovely." I think. Well, I'll just say this.
Some terrific, radiant, humble peace
I always wanted to be in Barbershop Quartet.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
I think it would be cool.
Yeah, I would like to, but I can't stand the outfits and I can't sing, so I didn't get in. Much like my stay-at-home mother application, but that's for another day. Thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks everybody for hanging out in chat. Thanks for everybody redeeming Mother Cluckers for the subs, the bits, and just hanging out, the follows. Way more fun having you join Dax and I when we do this. Congratulations to Randy Newman for the domination, and to Team Rainbow Strike Go. You didn't get any points, but you played a tough game and you had some great plays, so try not to be discouraged. Loved watching you guys play tonight. We will catch you guys later. I think that's it for us. Anything else, Dax?
Nope, I am good. Thanks again to everybody else in the chat. Thank you to Weenus, always putting on a good show. Best caster in NGS. I say so. I will fight anyone at Denny's if you watch the Edge and get that reference to the joke. But yeah, we are good to go.
Let's go get some Denny's. I'll meet you there. All right, friends. We'll see you later. Toodaloo.
See ya.